And that is it. 16 players, 12 weeks. We've whittled it down. We've finally got a champion, and his name is Corey Baumeister. My man, how does it feel? Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I mean, to play against Javier and get a little fortunate in spots, to get a little unfortunate in some other spots, like especially game one. It feels great. I love these leagues, and getting to play in the finals against one of my favorite players in the form of Javier Dominguez, just as the cherry on top. So yeah, I feel great, Will. I feel great.
That is a cherry on top, right? Being Javier Dominguez in a
Yeah.
final, it's unbelievable. I do need you to talk to me about, like, you debated him on stream. You went, I'm not bringing in ley lines. Then you play ley lines and end up winning the match. Come on, what's going on? What's going on?
Yeah, so my plan was to for sure not have ley lines on the play, just have them in my sideboard, so it would give him the illusion that he should take out some of his scam elements. His Not Dead After All, it's his Undying Evils. And then on the draw, I only like having 2 Ragavan. I know this is very much taboo among a lot of scam players, is having any Ragavans, but I just have found that these games go so late that Ragavan is not a turn 1 play ever, but it's more of a turn 6 dash play after you've played a Fury to clear out your opponent's battlefield, and then it can still just completely take over the game. So I still like having some Ragavan. I like 2 on the draw, 3 on the play, and still want to have some Leyline because I didn't have enough cards to bring in with this configuration that I tailored especially for the Super
I smell a Patreon coming on. That's all I'm saying. So I want you to tell people, what was your experience like playing in the Super League? Now it is back. You just took part of it every single week, and you managed to take down. Now you are the champion. You can put that in your Twitter profile.
Yeah.
But how does it feel? How's this whole experience been for you?
Man, it's been amazing, so huge thanks to you, Will. Huge thanks to Anurag and everybody that puts these up, because it is just that way to bridge the gap between, entertaining content as well as competitive content against some of the best in the world. And we've been lacking these in the Magic community. So being able to bring these back is really awesome. I also love the mind games that you get to play with, your opponents every single week, and really, like, just exactly that. Try to get in the heads of your opponents. And also, you got to play some good Magic. You got to make sure you don't level yourself. That's half of the game, is like, okay, if opponents are on level 1, should I be on level 2? If I get to level 3, have I now leveled myself or scammed myself for that? And, it's just really fun to be a part of a changing tournament every single week.
Yeah, I wish we could actually bring that to everybody at home when we actually show you all your deck lists. The second, like, obviously we're in a Discord together, so we hear all your reactions to it. It's really sick to see. But I want to know, would you say was your most fun matchup of the Super League?
My funnest matchup of the Super League, I would have to say it's probably against Jesse in the top 8. I am not really an amulet gamer. Nobody puts me as an amulet gamer. I know Jesse would not have put me on that deck, but I've been low-key practicing that deck behind the scenes. I never played on stream. I just practiced it for the Pro Tour in Barcelona because I knew it was going to be a deck. Dom top 8'd with it, so I wanted to make sure, as the expert role, to make sure I know what I was talking about the deck. So that was a bit of a wild card that I had kind of stowed up my sleeve, and we had a lot of back and forth. She's a good friend of mine too. She's really awesome. That was probably my favorite, but they're all great. I played against Javier twice as well, and he's one of my favorite professional Magic players. I was fortunate enough to come out on top both times, so that was another big highlight.
That leads me on to my last question for you is, who didn't you play against that you wish you did? Obviously, we had 16 amazing players, but unfortunately, you can't all play against each other.
Yeah, Nathan Stoyer and Reed Duke are the others that I absolutely love. Just how they approach the game, how talented they are, what a dominant year both of them had. Multiple top 8s, as well as some Pro Tour wins and stuff like that. So those are the players I kind of wanted to play. But them being eliminated in the top 8 probably increased all the other 6 players' chances of taking it down. So I guess I'm okay with that.
It did drop the ratio of World Championship players left in the top 8. But anyway, here it is.
Well,
Right.
and sorry, Will, to interrupt you, but I mean, still in the finals, me and Javier had a combined 9 finishes together, so that's still pretty good. It might have been 9-0 in favor of him, but still, that's semantics. Yeah.
Don't worry about details on that. Okay, last bit is the platform is yours. Who do you want to say thank you to? Shout out your socials. Obviously, everyone knows you anyway, but you might as well do it one more time, right?
Yeah, sure. I kind of do everything there is to do with Magic. You can find me on my Twitter. I have a LinkedIn on there if you want to find a link to my Patreon, where I'm actively working on Rakdos Scam after I had a really nice weekend last weekend. Running hot, I mean, that's pretty good. So really working on that if you want to consider joining that. I have a YouTube channel under Corey Baumeister, and mainly, commentator for these bigger events. I'm usually not the one getting interviewed. I'm usually doing the interviews. So, Will, you're crushing it. A+ interviews so far.
Lucky that's for everybody at the Pro Tour, right? Lucky for everybody at the Pro Tour that you cast it, because if you took part, you'd be clearly dominating as well. But
no, they play limited there. They play limited there. I don't do that.
Don't worry. Don't worry about it. It's good. But thank you very much, my friend. Congratulations. Started 16. Willed it down to yourself. You are the modern Super League champion. Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you.
All right, we're going to get Anu back in the booth. We're going to give you the good news that he's got, the big news that he's got. He hasn't told me yet, so he's going to tell us all at the same time. So stick around. We'll be going on a real short break.